same banners.
Yeah, the signs, yeah.
Okay, we're rolling.
So, all right. Special Constable League of New South Wales Police Security Management Unit. How you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Right. So it looks like you guys are holding a banner out in a public space.
Yes.
In your own words, can you tell me what you're doing?
We're raising awareness for Julian Assange, an award-winning Australian journalist who's been held illegally.
Yeah, I know who he is. Okay, so it to me it seems more like a protest, correct?
No, it's not a protest. We're here raising awareness for Julian Assange, an Australian Walkley award-winning journalist who's been illegally incarcerated, and our government refuses to act to protect him. So we're raising.
It's been going on for years, right? Okay.
14 to be exact.
So what, in your own words, what makes you think you're not having a two-man protest?
We're not. I came here of my own volition, and I bumped into this character.
So excuse me, he was here earlier.
Yeah, he
was here earlier by himself. We spoke to him. He understood the rules you got to follow to have a protest, one man or 100 people, whatever it may be. And then somehow he joined forces with you.
Yeah, I bumped into him.
And now you two, well, you joined forces. You're together. You were both holding the banner.
No, we're two individuals in Martin Place raising awareness
holding
for
the same banner, having a two-man protest. Yeah.
So
look, I'm not trying to make it a hard day for you. I'm not trying to make it a hard day for you whatsoever, all right?
You're not. I'm enjoying this.
I know you are, and I'm enjoying it too, right? I'm a people person.
Yeah.
So you're on words. You're just two guys hanging out.
No, I bumped into my friends.
Do you see anybody else around here walking around holding banners?
I wish they were. I wish they're all talking to us.
So
they're supporting us.
That's fine. So,
88% of Australians support our action.
Listen, and I'm all for you. I'm all for protests, but there's a legal process to go through.
Well, my understanding
notifies the proper authorities that you're having a protest. You get approval. Safety measures are put in place if needed, depending on the amount of people that are going to be at your protest or demonstration. And that's why those rules are in place.
My understanding, sir, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm legally entitled to stand up and protest anytime, anywhere, and I do not need approval from the police force to protest. Well, no, I'm sorry. That's what my belief is. Now, if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, you can issue me with a court attendance notice, and we'll go before a judge, and the judge will.
We know what'll happen to it. They look at this stuff so menial, they'll just throw it out. The penalties don't match the consequences. So, what I'll issue is a move on. Okay. What I'll issue you is a move on to leave Martin Place. And I don't want to do that. Move on your own free will.
No, I want you. If I'm acting illegally, then you're duty bound to issue me that move on notice.
Correct. No,
and then we'll let the courts decide.
Listen to me.
It's
up to my discretion.
I know it is.
Issue you a move on notice.
I know.
You're trying to play the game with me, okay?
No, I'm just telling you what I intend to do.
I'm one set of strict rules. It's up to my discretion to issue a move on notice.
Right.
We're gentlemen and a lady having a conversation to try to resolve this right here, okay? Because look, what happens if...
Who am I offending?
So listen, I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I'm here to keep
Have you
peace.
received...
Listen, I'm here to keep the peace and the safety of the general public. That sometimes means before somebody's offended. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So here's the problem. It was one gentleman, now two. What happens in 30 minutes when it's 40? Would it be a protest then?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm trying to do is prevent that from happening.
Well, I'm not. I'm trying to make that happen.
So listen.
That is my intention.
Well, right. So I'm trying to prevent what you're intending to do.
Yes.
Which
is have a lawful protest.
In our own right is illegal because you haven't filed the paperwork, you want through the proper channels. They allow you to protest all you want to. Look, two gentlemen standing here talking, fine. Holding these signs, fine. When you start hanging a banner over public property, that's crossing a line a little bit.
Who owns this handrail I'm leaning on?
It's either going to be the city of Sydney or the trains.
Who owns the city of Sydney? Who pays your wages?
Stop with the pay your wage thing, okay? Stop with that. Stop trying to instigate this, all right? What do you want to do here? You just tell me what you want to do.
I want to exercise protect my freedom
You can.
of assembly
All right,
in a
you can.
public
But
place.
now you're gathering more people, and before too long, we
I'm
possibly
allowed
could have
to-
a protest. So as a police officer for New South Wales, I'm trying to prevent that breach of
What,
peace.
me exercising my freedom of assembly?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you go right ahead, sir,
Okay.
and we'll let the courts deal with
So,
it.
so listen, what I'm going to allow you to do for now, you can stand here with those signs. You can't impede any of the traffic, foot traffic, or vehicle traffic, but not the banner.
Well, was that impeding foot traffic or people traffic?
It can. You're hanging the banner over the side of the stairwell going up for people coming from the train station. What if someone's looking at your sign and trips, causes somebody else to fall? You think I'm being ridiculous?
Yes, I do, sir. I do, sir. I do,
well,
sir.
But you see, in my job, that's the things we look at. We look
Okay.
at the safety of every possible citizen.
Could
Not
I-
just your benefit.
Can I
but these
ask you
people.
a question?
Yeah, sure.
Has somebody complained? Has somebody complained? Have
I
you
haven't got
received?
an official complaint. But that doesn't mean I can't come address it.
Okay.
It's because I saw it with my own two eyes.
So you see me as a threat to public safety,
I don't
do you?
see you as a threat to public safety. I see you in
Well,
danger
why are you
in
talking
public
me?
safety. Listen to me. I see you maybe possibly in danger in public safety.
By hanging a banner over this rail.
Right, with people coming up out of the train station.
Okay. What about if I do
There's
that?
a slim possibility there. Well, and then what happens if someone falls backwards trying to read it or drops it over? Why do you got to do the train station? Stand right here. But you don't need a banner.
I suppose you object to my
You've
orange.
already told me that your intent is to have a large gathering of people.
No.
You did. You just said it on video.
You asked me at the beginning,
You
and
said
we've
it
got
on
it on
video.
video,
You
and
said
my
it on
primary
video.
intention is to raise, my personal primary intention is to raise
It's on the
public
video.
awareness.
So what I'm trying to do is prevent that ahead of time.
Well,
You
I
understand
don't
what I'm
believe
saying?
if 40 people join me, the 40 of us are breaking the law.
It is, and it's a legal form of protest because you haven't filed proper paperwork.
Okay, well, give
And
me a...
it's an easy fix to file the paperwork. You were told the other day. So if you wanted to do this again, you could have easily followed the process. And you know what? You wouldn't have this happen. You'd actually have police presence for your safety.
Where do
So
I...
you can safely protest. Does that make sense? So I'm not against you. Everybody has a freedom to protest as long as they follow the rules of the law and don't create any kind of chaos to damage property or hurt individuals. It's pretty simple. I have nothing against what you're doing. You know, one thing is, as a police member, I have to remain neutral in most circumstances, right? So I'm not personally against you. So what would you like to do to make this a
I
good
would like
Monday?
to stand here and continue my awareness raising exercise,
So-
which is my original
Right.
intention,
Okay.
and you're attempting to pervert that course.
No.
Well, that's how I feel.
Well, the words you use are not the words I would use. Can we agree upon that?
Sure, but that
I mean,
I'm telling
seem
you.
to be getting a little.
Yes, I
irritated
am.
with
I
me.
am getting very
And I'm
irritated,
not
sir,
getting irritated with
because your
But-
job is to protect my right
And I am here to
Julian
protect you,
Assange's
yes.
right.
you. But I'm also here to
And
protect
you're a-
every other person out there.
Okay.
Every other person out here. So
Okay.
listen, at this point in time, I have no problem with you two guys standing here with this sign. And if people want to talk to you, that's absolutely fine.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I
You're
would
so
really-
kind.
I would really not like you hanging banners. I don't want to see the banner hung because to me, that leads more into a protest, okay? Here, you're just one man, two men, trying to raise awareness. That's great. But don't do it over the side of the up stairwell from the train station or the dam station. Why not just right here in the open walk space? Okay? Then, if we get a complaint, I can address it, right? But just because I haven't got a complaint and I see it with my own two eyes, doesn't mean I can't come and speak with you, right? If I thought you were causing a disturbance, I would issue you a move-on order first, right? I would bar you from Marketplace for 6 hours. We haven't done that, and I haven't done that yet. That would be the next course of action. So I'm trying to work at a medium with you guys, right? You're not loud, you're not causing a problem, you're not yelling at people. So do you think we can agree on that?
Agree on what?
Well, you can stand here, hold your sign. If people want to talk to you, great. I'd really not like to see the banner, and I don't want to see anything hung over the edge. You know, as I know, as funny as it may seem, we could have an accident with people coming up the stairs, someone falling, an elderly person. Who knows? It happens. Okay, that's all I'm trying to solve here. Is that good? Okay. Now, and once again, if you start getting a large group of people, we'll have to readdress it. Is that fair? You don't think that's fair? So would it be fair, and then this is not how I'm going, just to tell you you need to leave now? That's not what I'm doing, but would that be fair? No, I'm trying to work with you and reach a happy medium. What's your take on this?
Well, if I'm driving, say, down the road, the bumper sticker saying Free Assange, and some kid said, look, Mummy, there's that man we saw on TV the other night. She she slammed on the brakes and the person behind her rammed into her. Would you tell me my bumper sticker was
No, that's, I mean, that's a good point. No, absolutely not. Maybe if you had some outlandish flashing lights or because divert somebody's real attention, but you can't blame a bumper sticker for that. No. So, like this is a bumper sticker. That's a great big impeding flashing sign. We're going to put them in the categories. Sounds good? So what do you think? Can we reach a medium here?
You tell you look. You're in control here, sir.
No. See, you're wrong. I'm not in control.
You're in control here, but your job is to protect me.
Right, and I've expressed that several times already. Not just you, him, her, him, him. Everybody coming in this area, right? I have an obligation to duty.
And you think we're threatening the security and safety of those people?
You're saying threatening security and safety. I'm talking about just general safety. I didn't say threatening safety. Those are your words that you use.
Okay, we're presenting a safety hazard.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I agree with that statement. You can't. You see here, no problem. When you're over the side there, these people are coming up, looking. Somebody could bump into somebody, trip over something. We could have an accident. Yeah. That's why we don't allow people to hang out in front of the steps doing this kind of stuff.
Can I lean on it like this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. So listen, we've gotten somewhere, but I don't think we're gonna meet at the same rest stop or end of the road. Okay. So as long as you guys don't use the banner, please. You can talk to people if they want to talk to people.
Thank you.
And go about your day, right? Once again, if it starts to become a large group, we'll have to readdress it.
Thank you.
And it probably will be first, and the issue will move on.
Yep.
All right? And if not that, good?
So,
what's your first name? John. First name?
Julian.
Julian. All right. Yeah, do you know the gentleman that drives the Free Assange vehicle? Okay, yeah, he's over here all the time, so we don't have no problem with that. Okay. Questions?
On that form you said, the Form 1, is there a provision to decal where I hang the banner?
I can't give you a specific quote on the form where hang a banner. It'll probably ask you about banners. It's more about how many people are going to be. Is it static or is it moving? What's the cause? Because that will dictate the police presence. The police presence is for the safety of the protest, right? As far as signs and banners, I'm not real super familiar with that. Right? I rarely see banners hung.
In protests?
Not hung on. They usually holding them. Yeah. Walking with them, signs, banners. I haven't seen too many hung by the tree like you did earlier. So earlier you hit one by the tree so you could hold it, right?
So if, say, hypothetically, my friend and I would stand over there without hanging the banner, just holding it up.
You'd probably get the tree people saying you're killing the tree. I don't know. Yeah. Just joke. Don't joke something. But listen, if you're going to have a sizable protest, just go ahead and file for it. It's an easy day. The police will come out to make sure everything stays safe. They'll just come talk to you, make sure your paperwork's in order.
What about if I'm doing a solo protest?
Absolutely the same.
I've got to put a Form 1 in for a solo protest. Okay.
And like I said, to what extent? It's just like people fundraising. They still have to get a permit to fundraise. You can't just come out here and say, oh, I'm collecting money for so-and-so, right? Everything has a process. Yeah?
Okay, I have legal advice.
I mean, you can until the authorities come and tell you, just like we have, all right?
Okay. My legal advice is that I do not require a Form 1, that a Form 1 is required if I'm organising a protest and I seek to have the police protect the group. Say it's a large group and we're going to walk down the street, then I put in a Form 1.
Even for static. Even for static.
Well, to me,
Meaning you're not going
to me, a Form 1 is a request
because
for police
right,
presence to protect the
not necessarily just for it's to know that the protest is going on. So what happens is we call
your advice is contra.
We call over the radio. The first thing we know is, has this been authorized? That is.
Well, my understanding is I do not require authorization to stand in the public and raise public awareness. And I'll repeat, my understanding of the law in Australia is I do not require authorization from the police or any other institution.
That's fine. That's
have I been misrepresented? Have I been told?
I don't know who told you what or what.
I'm telling you what I've been told. Are you telling me I've been told a lie?
I don't agree with your information.
So you think I've been told a mistruth?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who told you that.
A barrister.
Listen, okay.
A human rights.
Barristers don't know everything, do they? So just.
Do all policemen know everything?
No, all policemen don't know everything. That's for sure. So listen. I think we reached agreement and we're getting off track now. Yeah?
No, well, we haven't reached agreement because I believe I have a fundamental right to stand here and hold a sign and protest.
And I'm allowing you to do that, actually. It's the banner.
Well, it's your duty, I believe, to do that. And further, to protect my right.
Okay, we've crossed this bridge several times.
Well, I'm just telling you that
you keep beating the same drum.
You keep beating the same drum too, and I'm sorry, I don't agree with your drum.
Okay, so listen, walk
and
away.
If I'm wrong, you have the power to put me.
Listen,
you can have me arrested.
So listen, I'm walking.
If I'm breaking the law, you can have me arrested.
I'm walking away.
And I challenge you to arrest me.
No, this is what you want to do, okay? I'm walking away because
I'm seeing this as police harassment.
Yeah,
and I'm going to report you.
Go right ahead.
Thank you.
100%.
Yeah, because you're protecting corrupt politicians, aren't you? And you know they'll protect you.
All right, so listen.
Now, come on, look at me in the eye and say you're not.
I've looked you in the eye the whole time.
Tell me you're not protecting corrupt politicians standing here.
Listen, all right, now you're starting to get a little loopy on me, okay?
So you're saying to me that the politicians you're protecting are uncorruptible.
So you're trying to turn this into something else, okay?
Well, I'm telling you how I'm reading it.
No, because
I'm telling you how I read it.
Listen to me.
This is police harassment.
Listen to me, it's not police harassment. I haven't harassed you one bit. So listen, I'm going to leave you be. I'm going to let you do
Thank you.
People.
Thank you.
If the banner comes back over the rail or something like that, I'm going to come back out and talk to you.
Thank you.
Plain and simple.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
We'll try.
Oh my God, you never give up this.
Oh, fuck. What an idiot.